Because of what happened, yes, you can look at it as a relief, but they still have 2, 3 top-class spinners who have been up there in the world ranking. So we still have to think about that. We can't just eliminate the fact that they don't have a leg spinner. Because of the starts we've had, that's the way he's had to play. Because especially the one with him and putting on that partnership, he had to build it back, and that's been I would say the piece that we have to look at. In the situation, he had to play like that, but I'm sure in a different situation, he would play according to that. I would only say that for that last series, because we played against Sri Lanka a number of times, and we've played Hasaranga. We beat them in the Asia Cup. So I wouldn't say that it's that. I would say that series we were bad against Rashid. I develop myself. Right now I'm still getting accustomed to certain things, but also I am just imparting the direction I want the team to go in, the direction the 2 captains want the team to go in. We're just trying to make sure that we're going in that direction. So it's about learning, it's about teaching, and getting them to understand international cricket and how we assess situations in international cricket. So that's what I'm trying to make sure everybody understands in the team. Yes, you're right about him being in proper form against West Indies the last time, but that's how cricket goes. A lot of players are in form one series and the next time they're not. So we have to make sure that we try and get them back into that good form. And to answer your last part, we haven't decided on what we're going to do until this evening. We will decide after practice. I'm glad you brought it up because first of all, I don't agree with players having anything to do with social media. It is your right as a person to be on social media, to say what you want on social media, but as an international player and a national player for Bangladesh, my players should not be answered. But I would say one thing, it is not nice to bring racial tones into anything to do with players. I don't care where you're from, where the racial part of it I am disgusted with against Jackie Ali. That's not nice. But to tell you, I don't want my players answering anything on social media.
It's always a great thing, when you have your under-19 program, and back then I think it just came from the under-19s, and to see the progression. That's what you want as a nation. That's why you have under-15, under-19 programs, A-teams, academies, for your players could make that transition. And I think we had that conversation when they were in the Caribbean back in December. Really proud of him. During that period, I think Miraj, Drew Bro, a couple other players came through the system. I still see Sumoya there. But it's always good when you could have your players that you've invested in at an early age making that transition into the senior team and performing. So, yeah, I'm really proud of what he's been able to do. No. I mean, they're at home. They're in their conditions. They know very well. And like myself and the captain have said, we cannot take Bangladesh lightly. They are a very, very powerful team in their home conditions. And we got to come out and play exceptionally well in order to win them. All of our players, probably except Rutherford, Shepherd and Sharma. They were in the academy in Chennai, massive. Really got to commend West Indies in the steps they were taking in preparing us for series. So those who were not in the test matches, Casey Kati, Akeem, Ogis, Shafin Rutherford, Gudakesh Moti, Amir Jangu, all of them were in Chennai, in the academy. They're getting ready and preparing themselves. So I'm quite happy with the preparation that we've been able to make available to the guys. And again, but I believe when you prepare well, you give yourself the best chance of performing. So like the captain said, at the end of the day is how you play on the day and how you could execute some of the skills that is required to be successful here. And we will need all our skills, especially from what I've seen out there. Captain has not seen the wicket, but I have. I'm not sure if we could replicate we've never seen anything like that before. But I think we all know the challenge the subcontinent brings, especially to our batters. I think coming from India is something that is of advantage for the guys who have, gotten used to such or the closest conditions you'll get. But at the end of the day, like the captain said, it's the experience, the knowledge, the application of oneself at the crease, and understanding what is required. Assessing the conditions very quickly. And some of the guys, it's probably foreign to them, but the learning would have to be done whilst you play. So you assess the conditions and you decide what is required in order for you to be successful. And like I said earlier, it's going to be a challenge here at home in Bangladesh from what I have seen, but one challenge that I think my team it's much prepared for, because most of my batters are coming from India, transferring here to Bangladesh.